Awesome. All right. Thank you all. Thank you all, teachers, advisors, and administrators for joining us for the Idaho Technology Student Association update. If you have any questions, please send them in the chat and we will get to them at the end. My name is Caden Purcell. I'm the Idaho Technology Student Association president, and I attend Meridian High School. And fun fact about me is I love to play the guitar. All right, thank you. I'm going to hand it off to the rest of the state officer team.
Hello, my name is Amber Graves, and I have the honor of serving as the Idaho TSA Vice President this year. I attend Mountain View High School, and a fun fact about me is I've eaten Chinese food in 3 different countries.
Hi, my name is Ryder Schoen. I am the Idaho TSA State Reporter. I attend Sugar Salem High School, and a fun fact about me is I drive the world's best minivan.
Hi, I'm Amy Miles. I'm Idaho TSA's secretary. I'm from Mountain View High School, and a fun fact about me is I got lost in a Texas Roadhouse one time and ended up in the kitchen.
Hi, I'm Shay McGuire. I am the Idaho TSA State Treasurer. I attend Renaissance High School this year, most years normally, and a fun fact about me is I have 8 bow ties and a hedgehog.
I am Gabriel Olson. I'm the Idaho TSA Sergeant at Arms this year. I attend Renaissance High School, and the fun fact for me is that my least favorite movie is the Cats movie.
Hello, Justin Touchstone, Idaho TSA State Advisor and the Assistant Director of Program Quality. And I want to say welcome to everybody who's here and welcome to those who are going to be joining us later, watching this video later on. And thank you for being here. We appreciate it. We got a great state officer team and we're looking forward to some great things that are going to happen this year as we go throughout the year. They're highly motivated and ready to go. Just a couple of pieces of information for you, kind of where TSA is at and where we're hoping to go, just so you guys can kind of understand our vision and our goals. Last year with the state registration, we had 7 middle schools, 27 high school chapters register on the national level. So for that was a total of 34. In 2018, we had 35. So we're staying pretty flat, pretty level. There's not an upward or downward trajectory. We kind of want to change that. In 2018, we had 460 students registered. Sorry, your pictures are blocking my other number there, so I got to move it. 460 registered in 2018 at the national level, and in 2019 we had 592 students registered at the national level. So we have good numbers at the national levels. We just need to get more of those numbers coming to our spring leadership conferences. So as you can see, in 2018 we have 255 students come. That's students and advisors. That 255 is students and advisors, just so you guys know that. And then 272 at last year's student leadership conference. So we're kind of in this flatward line. We've been there for a few years. So one of the goals of this officers team, and they're going to talk to this and they're going to work on this year, is to really grow membership. But I'll let them speak to what their goals and opportunities are going to be. A couple of things for you as advisors. There's a new registration system, and I'm going to pull it up. Hopefully I can share that. Give me a thumbs up if you can see this screen. Can you see the website? Somebody give me a thumbs up. All right, good. Thank you. Appreciate your participation. We'll make it interactive as possible. So when you come in as a chapter advisor, this is the new registration website. It looks different than what it's been. They've moved away from DLG. They actually created their own registration website with a series of other CTSOs. The really cool thing about this website is they've developed a whole bunch of really great things for advisors and for students on this website. But the only way that you get access to this website is to register. Registration is open. You can go out and register. That gives you access to the total TSA. It gives you access to a lot of these other resources. I'm going to show you really quick some of these other resources so that you have that in the back of your heads. And some of these can be used in your classroom. I don't know, we don't know what the year's going to look like. Some districts are already pushing back their start date. Some districts are coming back completely face-to-face. Some districts are coming back in a hybrid model, a compressed model. I mean, we don't know, but giving you guys some tools to use in your classroom, that's the goal. And we have a couple of other things that we're also going to do. Some of you may have heard about Gears funding. We have money that has gone out for CTSOs, and we have money that has come out for programs, and we're we're buying a whole bunch of online tools and things for you. Those will be coming out later this month. So there's a lot of tools being developed for you guys as you go back into this kind of chaotic, kind of unknown school year. But really quick, when you register, you'll have access to the total TSA. I'm not going to pull up the total TSA and show you the contest because that's against the rules. But I am going to show you some things that they give you for advisors. So here you can see, maybe it's hard to see small text. You got bad eyes like I do, but there's like how to choose competitions. So they give you kind of some things to think about. Well, how do I choose competitions? What competitions are right for my kids? What competitions tie into my classroom? Electing officers. If you're starting a brand new chapter and you don't know how to elect officers, it gives you some resources there. Leadership development. How do I develop my students as leaders? How do I allow them to have those opportunities? Maybe they lead a contest in your classroom as one of your lessons, and you don't have to teach for that day. Give them those opportunities to do those things. A couple of key things to dial into. They're going to have some podcasts, so they're going to do some things for teachers to. The national officers are going to do some development and some training, so they're going to do those through podcasts. They're also working really, really hard on these things called pop-up. They're going to have pop-up events, and these could be potentially virtual tours through industry or industry leaders giving a TED Talk or other things like that. So it's come out often and look, it says coming soon, so they haven't developed any yet, but that's the goal of those. And hopefully that will help you guys in your classroom. If you're going to be virtually, you can have students go and watch this, give you a report, write something up, make a video of what they learned. There's a lot of great ways to incorporate this, because the goal of all CTE programs, right, as your program manager, the goal of all CTE programs is to integrate your student organization into your classroom to allow students to extend their learning, to go beyond the classroom, to develop themselves as leaders. That's what the value of CTE is outside of just normal traditional academic schooling. The other piece that they have that you guys can use in your classroom are these things called the monthly warm-up challenges. And that's taking a contest, so it might be problem solving, or it might be architectural renovation, or it might be prepared presentation. And they have a quick monthly challenge where your students can log in, they can see the challenge, they can actually do the challenge, they can submit it to nationals and get judged. So it kind of gets them in the mindset and used to what a contest might be. It might help you out as a new advisor to understand what contests look like, what the requirements are, and getting those things submitted. So those are some tools that National has developed. I'm super excited about it. We've been asking for this as state advisors for quite a few years, and I'm really, really grateful that they brought these in for you. Virtual versus face-to-face, we don't know. National has developed and broken down some of their contests into 32 high school contests that could be done virtually. They've updated the rubrics. They've updated all the judging. There's a new platform for uploading information where judges can see everything that's been uploaded, all the portfolios, all the other information for that contest when they click on the student ID number. So the Nationals is preparing for virtual just in case we have to go there nationally. We as well are going to do that. We don't know what this is going to look like, but we have 32 high school contests that could be done virtually and 32 middle school contests that could be done virtually. And you guys will see these on the intent to compete forms. We'll have virtual written right there next to the contest, so you'll know which ones will be virtual versus possibly face-to-face. So keep that in mind as you register. But again, we need you to register. We need you to fill out the intent to compete. So they're going to talk about it. I'm going to hit it again. It doesn't hurt you to hear it 2 or 3 times. Just like students, right? You have to repeat. We will keep you guys informed as we go throughout the year where we're going to be. It depends on what's happening with the coronavirus and what the regulations and rules are that we have to operate under, what CSI is operating under. There's a lot of factors, but we will keep you up to date. I will have, as a program manager, I'll have a bi-monthly meeting where you guys can come. We'll update information for you along those lines so that you are always in the know. Communication is key. So I'm going to turn it over to our president, Caden.
Thank you so much, Mr. Touchdown. So I just wanted to start off by talking about the 2021 Student Leadership Conference. And for this year, our theme is going to be Together Towards Tomorrow. The dates will be the 4th through the 5th in March, and the location will be College of Southern Idaho. Due to COVID-19, we're still working out many of the details, and we will let you know if that changes in any way, if we go virtual, go hybrid, or if we stick with the face-to-face. Our pins and t-shirt designs are coming, and the state officer team is working on that. But if you have any designs that you have at all, just send them our way and we'll take them into consideration. Right. And for virtual competitions, we are going to be having many virtual competitions that you can compete in, and you don't have to show up at College of Southern Idaho to compete in those. So even if we do go virtual completely with our SLC, we will continue to have those virtual competitions that you can do at your schools, and so you don't have to travel. All right. Thank you so much. I'm going to turn it over to the Vice President.
Thank you, Mr. President. Okay, so we're super excited about our 2021 Student Leadership Conference. And as we prepare for that, we need a couple of things from you. So advisors, it's very important that you complete your intent to compete forms. And we kind of touched on that a little bit earlier, but the intent to compete forms allow us to allocate our resources and time to those more popular competitions to make sure that we're best serving you. And then kind of along with that is the registration. If you could complete that as soon as possible, it is open now. Not only does that help us prepare and get ready for you in the best way that we can, but it gives you access to lots of great resources that are out there. And then this year, just like last year, we are going to be offering the Premier Chapter designation. And we had 2 chapters qualify for that last year, but we would love to see more chapters. And we really think that each chapter is capable of achieving that status. So the things that you're going to need for that are to have a TSA affiliated advisor, submit a completed program of work, have your chapter officers attend basic training this fall, and then submit that intent to compete form that I was talking about earlier. We're going to have so much more information available to you at basic training this fall, so we hope to see you all there where we can give you all the latest and greatest updates. And with that, I'm going to turn the floor over to Ryder.
All right, thank you, Madam Vice President. All right, now with that, we've got plenty of fun days planned this year that we want you guys to know about. So first coming up is we're going to have our National TSA Week, and that's going to be October 5th to the 9th. And so that's just going to include a bunch of celebrations to show your excitement for TSA and for everything that's going on for this year. Alrighty, and then another important week that we want to celebrate is the Advisors Appreciation Week. All right, that's going to be February 8th to the 12th, and we love you guys so much, and it's going to be amazing because we'll be able to show it. There's plenty of great resources for you guys to be able to find, things that people can do, like making care banners and stuff. With that, we'd really love it if you guys would follow our Instagram and Facebook page. That's going to be Idaho_TSA. All right, and we have great information out there for you. We'll be sending all the new updates, as well as the website, Idaho TSA, and the national website have great resources. And then we are excited for this year to announce that we'll be releasing a newsletter so you guys can be kept up to date on any updates or news that change. So with that, I'm going to be handing it over to the secretary.
All right, so over the past few months, as a state officer team, we've been working on a few initiatives. So this year, we're working to expand membership through a sustainable increase of members, as well as bringing back middle school chapters that we've lost in the past couple of years. And we would like to see higher attendance rates for SLC, whether it's virtual, in person, or hybrid. We would like to also provide an educational and worthwhile experience to all of our members through events throughout the year, such as BASIC, which will be virtual this year, and SLC, which is TBD, as well as any pop-ups that we have this year. So with that, I will turn it over to our treasurer.
Thank you. I'm going to be talking about fundraising today. So fundraising for your chapters to help them get more money and more budget to do things with. Fundraising is really important for the chapter, as I said, because it helps with the budgeting and it can make you able to do more things that can help, like keep people coming back to the TSA, more people getting to competitions. So some ways that you can do that is community service opportunities can help you out with the getting grants. One of the ones TSA does is Go Baby Go, where we will where you build a little car to help, for someone to write in. And then you can also volunteer at nonprofits and at the food bank and stuff. You can also do some more typical fundraisers where you make stuff or you do services for people for money. So like car washes is an example of service or goods is like in something that your school can do. So my school, we had a wood shop and we could make cutting boards to sell, and those made a lot of money for the chapter. Or one of our state officers used a laser printer, which he used to make little keychains that made a good amount of money. They made $50, which doesn't sound like a lot, but that's another $50 you get to add to your budget, which after a lot of things similar to that, it can add up, and it can get really helpful for your chapter. And then with businesses, you can partner with businesses like a restaurant or a fast food place, which that means like you could share the proceeds of a night, and that can make your chapter some money. And you can also email businesses to ask for donations. And if you reach out to businesses like STEM Action Center, you can get some grants to help your chapter out. Okay.
Thank you, Mr. Treasurer. So I'm going to go over the recruitment for this year's chapters. I have a couple of resources I grabbed from the Idaho TSA website and then the National TSA website. And then I also came up with some other ideas that we could go ahead and use. So on the Idaho TSA website in the advisor resources, there's a marketing resources section, and that has a bunch of files in it. These files include things such as administration and teacher flyers, a presentation folder, a recruitment banner, a TSA postcard, and a TSA fact sheet. A lot of these things can just like be hung up in the halls or the classrooms, and it will help give an idea of like what TSA kind of is. And then there's also a link in there that goes to the TSA National Advisor Toolkit, and that has stuff like the TSA logos, a TSA brochure, a TSA branding guide, which kind of shows like how you can go ahead and use the logos in certain ways, the TSA promotional PowerPoint, and then the same one, but kind of like a template so you can fill it out, and then a STEM career poster. Some other ideas I did go ahead and come up with was that you could go ahead and ask your own school's officers to go ahead and make their own posters and banners, because when you go ahead and are trying to appeal to a certain audience, it's really helpful when you have these personalized posters or banners that you can go ahead and show to people, and it kind of helps bring in others. From personal experience, I would know that it gets a lot more members with a personalized poster or banner. Another idea is that you can go ahead and create business cards with candy attached to them, so it's like an incentive. And then you can go ahead and also create a PowerPoint for the first meeting, because it goes ahead and allows you to show what TSA is going to be in the first meeting, and with all the competitions and what they're going to be doing.
All right. Thank you all so much for joining us. I'm going to open the floor to any questions. So if you haven't already sent those in, you can do that right now. All right. So if you have any questions, just send those in right now. Awesome. Thank you, guys. I just wanted to thank you all for coming out here. And with that, I'm just going to go ahead and end it. All right. Thank you all. Have a good day.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank
How do I end this?